Microsoft has introduced a new Excel chart type called a funnel chart. It's ideal for showing progressively decreasing proportions of data, like in the example here, the sales pipeline information that we have over in columns A and B. Now, certainly a bar chart, column chart might be just fine. I'm going to highlight this data, create an automatic chart quickly with Alt F1. That will be a column chart. And certainly nothing wrong with that. I think it gives us a clear picture of what's been happening here. Got a decreasing proportion here as we look at the data. But a funnel chart shows this more graphically. I think for most people's estimation, probably better. So with the data highlighted, if we're about to create a chart, when you go to the Insert tab, you might choose Recommended Charts. And there we happen to see one. You don't necessarily always see this style, but possibly there it is, and that looks good. We could click OK and create our chart that way. Nothing wrong with that. But not everybody goes to recommended charts, or maybe you are just preferring to find the chart amongst these other icons. And here it would be a little bit tough to come across this chart because as we slide across the various 9 icons here, we don't see anything that says anything about funnel. However, if you were to choose waterfall, you do see funnel. And there's the description. Use this chart type to show progressively smaller stages in a process. Use it when data values show progressively decreasing proportions. That's what we have. That looks good. Let's just click it. And we've got our chart. There's the funnel chart. And you can see how it displays the data nicely. Now, if we were making a few changes to this, we could, for example, change these numbers here. I'll simply click one of these entries here. And maybe on the Home tab, consider making that font be white, bold possibly, and bigger than 9, some other size, something like that. Ironically, something Microsoft has either overlooked or chooses to update later, on a standard column chart like we see below, if we wanted to click Amount there and change the title to be Sales Pipeline, all we need to do is to type equal and click cell A1 and press Enter. But you can't do this on a funnel chart. In other words, if you click here and type equal and click cell A1, this doesn't lead us anywhere. So let's undo that. You have to actually type it in here. So we could click right here, of course, and then type in Sales Pipeline. So perhaps that will be changed in later updates. So we've got a funnel chart, a way to display this information quickly and easily. If, by the way, your data is not in order, for example here, what if the needs analysis is below price quotes? I'm going to simply use the Shift key and drag those 2 cells down here. Let go of the mouse first. You see what's happening. So that's probably unlikely. You probably would automatically have that data in the right order. But if you forgot to sort it, you'd see what would happen this way. And possibly you could even use it in some examples here. It sort of violates the concept of a funnel chart. Nevertheless, we see a new example here. Let me press Control-Z to undo this. A funnel chart allows us to show progressively decreasing proportions as we work with our data.